Idol!
Ako si Radyoman Chris Estola.
Idol Chupaeng.
Radyoman Rowena Muncha. Idol Yuki Nene. Idol Vita Fantasia.
98.5. 98.5. Mga bata, narito na ang inyong classroom sa Himpapawid. Inihahatid ng Cauayan South Central School sa pamamagitan ng Project Susan RC at pakikipagtulungan ng SDO Cauayan at RMN Foundation. Ang programang Paaralan On-Air. Naglalayong turuan at gabayan sa pagbasa at pagbilang ang mga mag-aaral. Tara na't sabay-sabay na matuto, bumasa at bumilang sa Paaralan On-Air.
Hello! Isang mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat. Welcome po kayo sa aming programang Paaralan On-Air. Yan, ang ating Paaralan On-Air ay hango sa Project Susan RC. Sumabay sa umarangkadang session sa araling numero at reading comprehension. Dito lamang sa nangungunang 98.5 IFM. Ang Idol Mong FM. Ako si Ma'am Minda Costes, ang inyong teacher on air at makakasama ninyo kami sa loob ng isang oras na talakayan sa pinagsamang matematika at pagbasa ng may pangunawa. Ito ay proyekto ng aming paaralan, Cauayan South Central School. Sa pakikipagtulungan ng Cauayan City Division through the leadership of Dr. Alfredo Binag Gumaro Jr., Cauayan South Central School, sa pamumuno ni Ginang Susan Rivera Cristobal, and in cooperation with RMN Foundation at 95 IFM, ang Idol Mong FM. At ngayon ay makakasama natin ang ating mga magagaling na grade 6 teachers ng Cauayan South Central School. Ayan, nandito sila ngayon upang kayo ay turuan on air ng matematika at pagbasa ng may pangunawa. Ayan, pabatiin muna natin ang ating mga teacher on air. Ayan, narito ngayon si Teacher Rayan. Ayan, Teacher Rayan. Bumati ka sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Isang maaliwalas at mapagpalang araw ng linggo sa ating lahat. Talaga namang ako din ay sabik ng makasama kayo sa isang oras na pag-aaral sa Himpapawid. Ako po si Rayan A. Pabon, or you can call me Teacher Rayan. Sana po ay excited din kayo tulad namin sa session natin ngayon.
Ayan po si Ma'am Rayan. At ngayon naman ay si Sir Brian. Ayan, bumati ka sa ating mga teacher, mga pupil, at ganun din sa ating mga magulang.
Yan, isa pong karangalan ang makasama kayo ngayong hapon sa Himpapawid dito lamang sa 98.5 IFM. Ako po si Sir Brian, ang speaker ninyo for today.
Yan, thank you. And welcome, Sir Brian. At ito naman si Sir Emerson.
Ayan, maligayang araw po sa inyong lahat. Kamusta po tayong lahat sa ating mga minamahal na mag-aaral at mga magulang? Ako po si Sir Emerson Ayuman at pwede nyo akong tawagin Sir Emer for short. Ako ay isang guro ng tagapayo ng grade 6 Dabinsi sa Cauayan South Central School at lubos po ako nasasabik na makasama kayo ngayon sa ating talakayan. Siyempre, malugod nating binabati ang mga grade 6 pupils na kasama sa atin ngayon sa live sa programang Paaralan On-Air hango sa Project Susan RC kung saan ay matuto tayong bumasa at bumilang. Pwede kayong sumali sa ating live na live.
Yes, Sir Emerson, thank you so much, and you are all welcome sa ating programang Paaralan On-Air. At mga bata, mag-ready na po tayo, maghanda na tayo dahil sa ilang sandali lamang ay makakasama ninyo ang inyong mga teacher na magtuturo sa inyo ng matematika at pagbasa. Magbabalik kami makalipas ng ilang paalala.
Yehey! Yehey! Excited na akong papasok sa school! O, Nathan, bakit bigla kang nalungkot?
Paano kasi? Ayaw ni nanay ang face-to-face.
Bakit daw?
Natatakot daw siya. Baka mahawaan ako ng COVID. Excited pa naman ako makita ang mga classmate natin at si teacher.
Anak, huwag ka nang malungkot. Mas safe ka dito sa bahay.
Tita, safe din naman kami sa school. Kasi, sabi ng principal, handang-handa na ang Cauayan South Central School sa limited face-to-face. Basta, susunod lang kami sa protocol. At tita, maaga kaming matutulog. Kakain kami ng masusustansyang pagkain. At iinom kami ng vitamin C. At alam mo tita, mas makakapag-aral kami ng mabuti sa eskwelahan.
Sige nanay, magsusot naman ako ng face mask. Palagi akong maghuhugas ng kamay at magdadala ako ng alkohol. At alam mo nay, mas makakapag-aral kami ng mabuti sa eskwelahan.
Oo na, sige na. Papayag na ako. Basta promise mo anak ha, mag-aaral ka ng mabuti. Sumunod sa protocol at ipapabaksin na kita para safe ka sa face-to-face.
Yay! Salamat po nanay! Makakapag-aral akong mabuti.
Handang-handa na ang Cauayan South Central School sa limited face-to-face. Ang paalalang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Project Susan RC, DepEd Cauayan South Central School at ng himpilan ito.
What shapeshifter means? Correct answer is we have letter C. Yan. One that seems able to change form or identity at will. Shapeshifter means one that seems able to change form or identity at will. And very good.
Well, I know that everybody's excited to hear the story, no? But before that, let us know the different rules in listening to a story. O, sige nga mga bata, sumagot tayo sa ating chat box, okay? So what are the rules in listening to a story? Chat natin. Yan, sumagot tayo sa chat box sa mga bata. Okay, let me give you one good example. You sit properly. So, what else? Listen carefully and attentively. Tama. Avoid chatting with one another. And, most importantly, keep quiet. Yes. I hope that each and everyone will follow these rules so that it is easy for us to understand the story we will be listening to. Are you ready for our story, children? The title of a story is The Green Triangle. So the story is about a triangle who wants to be more than just a triangle. It believes that more angles and corners will make life better. So the triangle visits the character, the shapeshifter, and the shapeshifter changes the triangle into many different shapes. Do you think some shapes are better than the others? Why? How will the shapeshifter change the triangle into different shapes? And what shapes do you think the triangle will turn into? And so let's find out by listening to the story. Title, The Greedy Triangle.
The Greedy Triangle, written by Marilyn Burns and illustrated by Gordon Silveria. Once there was a triangle that was, as most triangles are always busy. The triangle spent its time holding up roofs, supporting bridges, making music in a symphony orchestra, catching the wind of sailboats, being slices of pie and halves of sandwiches, and much, much more. The triangle's favorite thing, however, was to slip into place when people put their hands on their hips. That way, I always hear the latest news, it said, which I can tell my friends. The triangle's friends like hearing the news. One day, the triangle began to feel dissatisfied. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So, the triangle went to see the local shape-shifter. How may I help you? The shape-shifter asked the triangle. I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the triangle, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the shape-shifter. Poof! The shape-shifter turned the triangle into a quadrilateral. Life changed in a wonderful way. The quadrilateral was happy with all the new things it could do. The quadrilateral could be a baseball diamond, or first, second, and third base. It could take a position on a checkerboard or a chessboard. It could be a television screen, a computer screen, or a movie screen. It could frame windows or frame pictures and much, much more. The quadrilateral's favorite thing, however, was to be the pages of a book. I learned so many interesting stories that way, it said, which I can tell my friends. The quadrilateral's friend liked hearing the stories. But one day, the quadrilateral began to feel dissatisfied. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So, the quadrilateral went back to the shapeshifter. How may I help you now? The shapeshifter asked the quadrilateral. I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the quadrilateral, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the shapeshifter. Poof! The shapeshifter turned the quadrilateral into a pentagon. Life changed in a wonderful way. The pentagon was happy with all the new things it could do. On a baseball diamond, the pentagon could be home plate. It could be a section on a soccer ball, or appear inside whenever someone drew a 5-pointed star. The pentagon's favorite thing, however, was to be the headquarters of the United States military near Washington, D.C. I hear all the top secrets that way, it said. It's too bad I can't tell them to my friends. The Pentagon's friends couldn't help feeling left out. After a while, time seemed to pass slowly for the Pentagon, and it became dissatisfied. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So, the Pentagon went back to the shapeshifter. So you're here again, the shapeshifter said to the Pentagon. Now, what would you like? I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the Pentagon, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the shapeshifter. Poof! The shapeshifter turned the Pentagon into a hexagon. Life changed again in a wonderful way. The hexagon was happy with all the new things it could do. The hexagon fit in a floor tiles in houses and patios, and fancy crackers at parties and picnics. It worked as socket of certain bolts and the prongs of certain wrenches. The hexagon's favorite thing, however, was to be a cell in a beehive. I love watching the bees as they buzz in and out, it said. The hexagon spent so much time in the beehive. It was too busy to talk to its friends. The friends missed the hexagon and couldn't help feeling ignored. Again and again, the shape became restless, dissatisfied, and unhappy with its life. Again and again, it returned from more sides and more angles. The shapeshifter agreed to turn into one shape after another. A heptagon, an octagon, a nonagon, a decagon, and on and on. Finally, the shape had many, many sides and many, many angles. Its sides were so small that it had trouble keeping it balanced. Its friends couldn't tell which side it was on and began to avoid the shape. One day, When the shape was going down a hill, it began to roll. Faster and faster it went, screeching around the corners, crashing into fences and trees, colliding with bicycles and terrifying walkers. At last, the shape came to a stop. It felt tired and dizzy, lonely and sad. Enough, thought the shape. I don't know which side is up. I can't keep my balance. My friends don't want me around. The shape could no longer remember why it had been so unhappy as a triangle. Very carefully, it made its way back to the shape-shifter. Aren't you happy yet? The shape-shifter asked. I want to be a triangle again, said the shape. I'm not surprised, said the shape-shifter. Poof! The shape-shifter turned the shape back into a triangle. The triangle was delighted to have its old shape back again and kept itself very busy. Once again, it held up roofs, supported bridges, made music in a symphony orchestra, caught the wind for sailboats, became slices of pie and halves of sandwiches, and much, much more. Still, the triangle's favorite thing was to slip into place when people put their hands on their hips. That way, I always hear the latest news, it said, which I can tell my friends. Its friends liked hearing the news and were glad the triangle was back in its shape again.
Yes, our story is very nice and meaningful. And now, let us ask our listeners of what they have learned in our short story. For number one, who is the main character of the story? A. Triangle. B. Shapeshifter. And C. Quadrilaterals. What is the correct answer? Yes, Irene. It's letter A, triangle. Thank you very much, Irene. And for number two, what was the triangle's favorite things? A, to go under someone's arm. B, to be big. Letter C, to be the king of the clouds. And letter D, to tell jokes and makes people laugh. Yes, what is the answer? Yes, Jacob, Justin, thank you very much. The correct answer is letter A, to go under someone's arm.
Okay, number 3. How many sides does a triangle have? A, 7, B, 5, C, 4, D, 3. Okay, let us see your answer. Okay, very good. Letter D. So it has 3 sides.
And for number 4, what was quadrilateral's favorite things? A, to be the page of book. B, to fall down. C, to be a picture frame. And letter D, to be a square. quadrilateral's favorite things? Okay, so the answer is letter A by Precious. The correct answer is letter A, to be the pages of book. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, number 5. What was Pentagon's favorite thing? A. To dance all night. B. To be silly. C. To be the headquarters for the military. And D. To eat dinner. Okay, pwede na po kayo mag-type ng inyong answer po. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, to be the headquarters for the military.
Yeah, thank you very much sa mga nag-answer. Justin, Angelo, Precious, CJ, Cyrene, Angel, Jacob, Zyrene, and Zet Baligod, Gabriel, Precious. Yan, thank you very much.
Ayan, we would just like to acknowledge yung mga bata natin from Newton class under Ma'am Marisa, and of course our SPED classes from Cauayan South Central School and other learners din. Thank you for joining us today for our lesson. No? Now let's discuss about understanding solid figures. First, you'll try to identify the name of the following polygons. So, the first one is a television. So, a television shape is A, rectangle. B, a square. C, a rhombus. So, who can answer? A television shape is... Yes, Irene. A rectangle. Yes, and Gabriel also. Yes, Zed. You got it right. How about handkerchief? Handkerchief shape is A, rectangle. B, rhombus. Or C, a square. So, a handkerchief. A handkerchief is... Is it a rectangle? Is it a rhombus? Or is it a square? Yes, Angel, it's a square. Zyrene got it right also. Next, we proceed to plate. Plate is A, a circle. B, a sphere. And C, oval. So let's see your answer. A plate, plato. So, CJ got it right. Jacob got it right. CJ got it right. Carlin got it right. Zed got it right. The answer is A, circle. Very good. And the last one is house. You decide what is house. A house is A, a circle. B, a pentagon, or C, a quadrilateral? Who can guess? A house. Is it A, a circle, B, a pentagon, or C, a quadrilateral? I'm looking at your comments, and yes, Precious got it right. It's a pentagon. Yes, Jelay ka also. Yeah, Gabriel got it right. Angel. Yes. So, I guess you're ready for the motivation of story problem. Listen and answer the following questions well, okay? Mayor Lenlen Oreta distributed a box of relief for affected citizens of Malabon City. The box includes 3 cans, 2 noodles, a Toblerone chocolate, and 3 kilograms of rice. Due to the rapid increase of COVID-19 cases in the city, people are encouraged to stay at home this Holy Week. Okay?
Okay, so from the story problem, let's answer the following questions. Okay, the first one is, enumerate what is inside the box. Okay, what is inside the box? We have 3 cans, 2 noodles, a Toblerone chocolate, and what else? 3 kilos of rice. Okay, now let's have a game. So the game is a guessing game. So the first question, I have 0 sides, I have 0 vertices, and I am round. What am I? Ulitin ko po yung question. I have 0 sides, I have 0 vertices, and I am round. So, sagot po ni Precious is circle. Very good. Okay, tama din po yung answer ni Gabriel Castillo Velasquez. Jelay Kabakungan. Okay, next, number 2. I have 4 sides. My sides are equal. I have 4 vertices. What am I? Okay, tingnan po natin yung sagot nila. The correct answer is square. Okay, next, number 3. Okay, I am a solid figure. I have no faces or edges. I am round. What am I? Okay, it is a solid figure. Very good, Raven. The correct answer is spear.
Yan. Thank you sa mga sumagot. Yan, spear. Precious, Angel, Valencia. Yan. Siren, Kabakungan, Mabirit. Yan. Thank you very much. Now, I have a problem here, kids. I'm going to read the problem. Mrs. Griffin visited a medical store and she found the following: a box of face masks, 4 rolls of bathroom tissue, a bottle of alcohol, a box of Red Cross medical kits, band-aids, a handkerchief. From the item that she found, identify which of them are plain figures and which of them are the solid figures. Okay, would you mind to identify what are the plain figures? Would you mind to identify the plain figures? Give one. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Zyrene. A face mask, handkerchief, kabakungan. Thank you very much. Angel Valencia, handkerchief. Yeah, very good. Those are an examples of plain figures. How about solid figures? What are the examples of solid figures? Yes, answer about solid figures. Yan. Precious, a box of face mask. Yeah, a tissue. A roll of bathroom tissue, correct? Yan, toilet paper, first aid kit, alcohol. Thank you, Zyrene, kabakungan, Precious, Gabriel Castillo, Raven, Angelo, and Angel Valencia. Yan, box of face mask. Thank you very much. Those are what Mrs. Griffin visited in the medical. A solid figure, box of face mask, rolls of bathroom tissue, bottle of alcohol, and a box of Red Cross medical kits.
Now, children, based on your answers, I think you're ready to identify the difference between a plain figures and a solid figures. So first, a plain figures are two-dimensional figures which is length and width. Solid figures, on the other hand, are three-dimensional objects which mean that it is length, width, and height or depth. Solid figures are identified according to the features that are unique to each type.
Solid figures have faces, edges, and vertices. A face is a flat surface surrounded by a line segment. Two faces met at all line segments called edge. Three or more edges met at the vertices. Each flat surface of a space figure is a plane figure, while a polyhedron is a three-dimensional figure with a flat surface or a faces which are polygons. A prism is a polyhedron with two parallel congruent polygonal bases, and all other faces are parallelograms. A pyramid is a space figure with a polygon as its base, and the faces are triangles.
Okay. So now will you try to name the kind of solid figure portrays in each item with the following landmarks? Okay, the first picture we have the James Lowe Cybertech. Okay, so sabi ni Raven Angelo, it is
about on the picture? Yes, the Twin Tower or the World Trade Center in New York.
Okay. So what solid fixture is shown in the picture? The Twin Tower or the World Trade Center in New York, USA. Okay, that is a rectangular prism. Okay, correct po yung answer ni Gabriel, Jelay, sino pa? Angel. Okay, next picture po tayo. Okay, what solid picture is shown in the Great Pyramid of Giza? What solid figure is shown in the picture? Okay, that is a pyramid. Yes. It is a, okay, sabi ni Cyrene, pyramid. Ganun din yung answer ni Jelay, tsaka ni Gabriel. Sabi naman ni Raven, that is a triangular prism. Okay, the correct answer po is triangular prism. Okay, next, the last picture. We have the Leaning Tower in Pisa, Italy. Okay, what solid figure is shown in the picture? The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, that is very good. Sabi ni Jelay, it is a cylinder. Okay, ganun din po yung answer ni Precious. Okay, the correct answer is cylinder or cylindrical.
Let's try at
Yes, we have another activity, kids. First one, it is composed of 2 triangle bases and 3 rectangular lateral faces. So, I am waiting for your answers, kids. Again, it is composed of 2 triangular bases and 3 rectangular lateral faces. Anyone? Yes, Precious. It's triangular prism. Very good. Ayan, ang gagaling ng mga bata natin. Tremor. Okay, number 2. It is composed of rectangular bases and 4 rectangular lateral faces. So 4 and 4. Again, it is composed of rectangular bases and 4 rectangular lateral faces. Yes, I am getting a correct answer from Gabriel. It's triangular prism. Yes, very good. Also to Jacob, Precious. Yan, ang gagaling nila. Let's have more. You say it's true or false, okay? A cube is a prism with a square base. All its faces are square. Is it true or false? Again, a cube is a prism with a square base, I should say, and its faces are square. Is it true? Yes, Gabriel said it's true. Yes, it is true. Very good. And for the last one, yes, we have, it has 2 pentagonal bases and 5 rectangular lateral faces. Yan, Zyrene and Angel as well as Precious. Very good. Jelaica. For the fourth one, it has 2 pentagonal bases and 5 rectangular lateral bases. What do you think it is? Anyone? Let me give you a clue. It's PNP. Yes, precious. It's pentagonal prism. Yes, you got it right. Very good. Now, I know everyone is at home. Will you get anything at home, kids? And let's give an example of the following. A rectangular prism. Okay. At your own houses, can you give an example of rectangular prism? I'll be waiting for your answers in your chat box. Let me give you an example first. A shoebox. A shoebox is a good example of rectangular prism. Yes. Yes, a box of shoes. I know you have something there in your houses. No? Let's proceed to the next. How about a cylinder? Cylinder. Do you have anything at home? That is cylinder in shape. Anyone? Cylinder. I get it. Yes, a can. Very good, Jalaika. Sardines, examples. Yes. Very good. You're really good, no? How about a cube? This is one of my favorite. A cube. Anyone? Who can give me an example of a cube? You usually play this at home. Yes, it's a dice. How about a sphere? We did the last one. A sphere. A Rubik's Cube for a cube. Yes. How about a sphere? A sphere. Let's have an example of a sphere. I'm waiting for your answers, children. A ball. Yes, very good.
Chat box your answer to these following questions. Are you ready, children? Very excited sila. Now, let us try to go over for number 1. A plain figure is a blank dimensional figure. A, 2, B, or 3. How many dimensional figure we have for plain figure? Is it A, 2, or B, is 3? Yan, hintay tayo ng sagot. Yes, Angel Valencia, it's letter A. Correct. Plain figure has 2-dimensional figure. Z, thank you. Correct. Angel, Precious, yan. And also, Kabakungan, Gabriel. Yan, correct. How about a solid figure? How many how many dimensional figure we have for solid figure? A, 2, or B, 3? Yes, Angel, correct. It is B. 3-dimensional figure. Yeah. Gabriel, Kabakungan, Z3. Thank you very much. You're all correct. Okay, let us go for number 2 question. Thank you, Justin. You're correct also. For number 2 question, a solid figure with faces and bases that are polygon is called blank. A, prism, B, polyhedron. I repeat, a solid figure with faces and a bases that are polygon is called blank. Prism, B. Polyhedron. O Zyrene, your answer is letter B, polyhedron. Very good. Gabriel, Zyrene, Jacob, yan. Precious, thank you. You got the correct answer. Yes, Z, correct. Next, for item number 3. Blank. A blank is a polyhedron with two parallel and congruent bases and a parallelogram faces. I repeat, a blank is a polyhedron with two parallel congruent bases and a parallelogram faces. A. Edge. B. Prism. O yan. Z. Baligod. Prism, correct. Gabriel. Precious. Kabakungan. Yan, kabakungan. Thank you. Yan, thank you. And also Gabriel. Yan, the correct answer is prism, letter B. Thank you very much. And for number 4, a blank has all faces that are triangles. All the faces is triangle. Letter A, pyramid. Letter B, vertex. What is the correct answer? Okay, Gabriel, pyramid is correct. Precious, Z. Okay, A, pyramid. Thank you very much. Your answer is correct. Also, Amile corpus. Thank you very much. You're correct. And item number 5, a blank has one circular base, a vertex, but no face and no edge. A, cone. B, cylinder. I repeat, a blank has one circular base, a vertex, but no face and no edge. A, cone. B, cylinder. Yes, Angel, correct. Justin, correct. Jacob, Angel, Amia. Yeah, you're all correct. Thank you very much. The correct answer is letter A, cone. And for the last question, blank has a two circular base. What do we call it? A, cone. B, cylinder. Yun, the correct answer is letter B, cylinder. Yan, Zyrene, Precious, Gabriel, Amile. Yan, thank you very much. You've got all the correct answer. Now, what is the difference again between the plain figure and a solid figure? Anybody could give me the answer? What is the difference between a plain figure and a solid figure? Yes, you may give your answer. Can you state what is the difference between the plain and the solid figures? Anybody? The difference between the plain and solid figure is in their dimension. When we're talking about where square is a plain figure, it's a three-dimensional counterpart. The cube is a solid figure. The same comparison exists between a circle or a plain figure and a sphere, a solid figure. Individual create plain figure by connecting points to the grid to create two-dimensional geometrical shape. The same shape takes an extra dimension by adding or additional points and lines to give the shape, the height, the weight, and the width and depth. Yan. Plain figure according to Z, 2 dimension, while solid 3 dimensions, sir. Thank you very much, Z. Very good. What else? Precious, plain figure with 2 dimension object, while solid figure 3 dimension. Thank you, you're correct. Yes, thank you very much, Precious Z.
Okay, now let us see if you really understand our lesson for today by answering the following. Okay, number 1. What do we call the flat surface of a solid figure? A. Face, B. Edge, C. Vertex, D. Net. Okay, you can now type your answer in the chat box. Okay, sabi ni Gabriel is face. Very good. Ganon din yung answer ni Jelay at saka ni Nympha. Okay, correct din po yung answer ni Annalyn. Okay, next, let's move on to number 2. It has one base and triangular faces. A. Prism, B. Cube, C. Polyhedron, and D. Pyramid. It has one base and a triangular faces. What is your answer? Okay, sabi ni Precious, it is letter D, pyramid. Okay, that is the correct answer. Okay, correct din po yung answer ni Annalyn, ni Z. Okay, next tayo, number 3. A polyhedron with two parallel and congruent bases. A. Prism, B. Cube, C. Edge, D. Pyramid. A polyhedron with two parallel and congruent bases. Okay, the correct answer is... Okay, you can now type your answers in the chat box. Okay, sabi ni Gabriel is prism. Okay, letter A. Ganun din yung sagot ni Precious Nympha. Okay, next, number 4. A shape made by opening a solid figure and lying it flat. A shape made by opening a solid figure and lying it flat. A. Prism, B. Net, C. Plane figures, D. Polyhedron. Okay, you can now type your answer in the chat box. Okay, very good. Plane figure. Okay, tama yung answer ni Gabriel, Cyrene, and Annalyn. Okay, number 5. In a solid figure, it is a flat surface surrounded by line segments. A. Prism, B. Net, C. Plane figures, D. Polyhedron. In a solid figure, it is a flat surface surrounded by line segment. Okay, what is the answer? Okay, very good. Nympha, it is letter B. Okay, tama din yung answer ni Gabriel. Okay.
So, number 6 tayo. It has length, width, and height or depth. A. Plane figures, B. Solid figures, C. Prism, or D. Polyhedron. So, yan. We're waiting for your answers also. Jacob is right. Solid figures. Yes, very good, Jacob. Very good, Nympha. It's solid figures. And Gabriel Z. Yan. Let's proceed to the next, number 7. 3 or more edges meet at the common end point. So A. Edge, B. Vertex, C. Face, or D. Face. 3 or more edges meet at common point. Yan, ano kaya? Yes, Angel is right. It's vertex. Very good. We proceed to number 8. Yes, Gabriel is also right. Yan, ang gagaling talaga nila. Number 8. Three-dimensional figure with flat surfaces or face. A. It's a plain figure. B. Solid figure. C. Prism. Or D. Polyhedron. Yan. Three-dimensional figure with flat surfaces or face. Who got it right? Jacob. Kanina pa ba to? Yes. Precious. Anale, you are right. It's solid figures. Very good. We proceed to the next. What do you call the sides of a solid figure? A. Edge. B. Vertex. C. Face. Or D. Base. How do you call the sides, or what do you call the sides of a solid figures? You can type your answers now, children. It is? It is. Is it edge, vertex, face, or base? Yes, Nympha is right. It's face. Yan. Let's proceed to the last one. Two faces that intersect in a line segment is called A. Edge, B. Vertex, C. Face, or D. Base. Let us see your answers. You are getting your answers right. So it's letter A, edge. So very good to mga ito. The Angel, Jacob, Zyrene, Anale. You got the answer correctly. Very good. You did a great job, children. Wow na wow talaga kayo. Ang gagaling na mga grade 6 pupils natin, di ba, Sir Emer and Ma'am Rayan? They really understood their lesson for today. So, congratulations, children, for answering the questions correctly. At magbabalik po kami pagkalipas ng ilang paalala.
Hindi ko nakikita si Nathan na pumapasok sa school.
Ay naku Mards, never. Hindi ko siya papapasukin. Mahirap na. Di pa tayo sure kung wala na nga si COVID. Natatakot pa din ako Mards.
Mards, di naman papayag ang DepEd sa face-to-face kung hindi safe ang mga anak natin at mas matututo sila sa paaralan. Ayaw mo nun? Tapos na ang pagkaguro natin. Ang hirap kaya.
Pero teka, tama ka. Tapusin ko na din ang pagkaguro ko. Halika, samahan mo ako at pabakunahan ko na si Nathan para safe na rin siya sa limited face-to-face classes.
Tara na, pabakunahan na natin ang ating mga anak upang sa limited face-to-face ay ligtas. Ang paalalang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Project Susan RC, Cauayan South Central School at ng himpilang ito. Want to congratulate yung mga participants natin. I-shout out natin sila. Ang gagaling nila. Ang gagaling nila talaga. Sina Gabriel Castillo Velasquez, Analay Corpus, Seth Baligod, Precious Nimpa Cielo Ayuman. Anak yan ni Sir Ayuman, ni Sir Emer. Si Gabriel Castillo, Maricar, sino to? Maricar Langkay or si Carly, si Jelay, si Cyrene, si Analea, Angel, Jacob, yan, sila po ang mga masisipag na nag-join at alam ko, nanonood din at nakikinig si Ma'am Lorelai. Ayan, hello, pa-shout out kay Ma'am Lorelai. Ayan, maraming salamat at pa-shout out nga natin sina Ma'am Susan na nakikinig din sa atin ngayon. Ma'am Susan, hello, happy Sunday po. Ang ating masipag at mabait na Superintendent, Dr. Alfredo B. Nagumaro Jr. Hello po, sir. At gayon din ganun din po sa ating gwapong-gwapong Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Adonis C. Perez. At sa lahat ng mga EPS, ayan, pa-shoutout naman, Ma'am Gemma, Ma'am Ruby, Sir Marlon, ayan ang mga natin, chip natin, at ganun din sa mga kasama ko sa journalism na Sir Jabar. Hello Sir Jabar, medyo na-stress ako kanina sa question and answer. Okay, ayan. Sino pang gusto nyo i-shout out dyan, sir, bago tayo matapos sa ating talakayan, sa ating programang Paaralan On-Air? Ayan, pagkakataon nyo na upang i-shout out naman ang ating mahal sa buhay. Ayan, Ma'am Rean.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Minda. Shout out po sa aking anak na si Raven Angelo. Happy birthday, anak.
Wow, birthday pala ni Angelo. Happy birthday! God bless. Ayan, Sir Brian. Sino naman ang gusto mong i-shout out?
Ako, Ma'am Minda, ang i-shout out ko yung napaka-supportive na nanay ko. Si Nanay Beth. Hello, Nanay Beth, if you're watching right now.
Oo, eto na. Artista ng yung anak, nanay. Ayan, Sir Emer.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out ko lang po sa very supportive na wifey ko, sa aking mahal, Lorelai Ayuman. Thank you, loves.
Wow, talagang very super. Sana all. Okay, so muli na namang natapos ang isang oras na talakayan sa ating programang Paaralan On-Air. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nag-join, sa mga parents, sa supportive dyan. Pagpatuloy natin ang pagsuporta sa ating mga anak. Ayan, maraming salamat at muli nyo kaming subaybayan tuwing linggo, alas 4 hanggang alas 5 ng hapon. Muli, ako si Ma'am Minda Costes, ang inyong teacher on air. At muli, lagi nating tandaan, give thanks to the Lord, for the Lord is good and His love endures forever. Bye-bye po and God bless po sa ating lahat.
Inyong napakinggan ang programang Paaralan On-Air. Hanggang sa susunod na lesson, Paaralan On-Air. Hatid ng Cauayan South Central School sa pamamagitan ng Project Susan RC at pakikipagtulungan ng SDO Cauayan at RMN Foundation. Tuwing linggo, alas 4 hanggang alas 5 ng hapon, dito lamang sa 98.5 IFM, ang Idol Mong FM.